leader and star of our gang comedies, Spanky McFarlane. Watch Spanky ride the one and only Speedo bike, the perfect bike for the real little bike rider. It looks exactly like a motorcycle, has super balloon tires, coaster brake, and everything. Here's good news. Now is your chance to own one of these Speedo bikes absolutely free. Through the courtesy of this theater and the sponsor of the program, several Speedo bikes will be given away to the boys and girls who attend this theater. It's all very simple, nothing much to do or get. Have your parents and friends help you be a winner of one of these swell Speedo bikes. Watch for the dates when Speedo bikes will be given away and see the display in the theater lobby for further details. Who will be the lucky winners? The race is on. Let's go.
I thought you were a pal of mine.
Well, Rex, I thought so, too.
Well, why don't you find some other girl instead of my wife?
Well, who would you suggest?
Well, how about Betty Boop?
The new little girl that Max Fleischer made.
Well, if he can make her, I can go over and say hello. And you know, ever since I saw you in the screen cartoon, I've often wanted to see your garter, see if it was real diamonds.
Rex, you go away, you big bad man. Ooh.
Now you know you don't mean that. You know, Betty, honey. I like to hear you sing a song.
Hear me sing?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'll sing if you play piano for me.
You will?
Uh-huh.
All right, you boop and I'll play.
Okay. Can you play My Silent Love?
If you call me that, huh, darling, I'll play anything.
Okay. Like I'd reach for a star, worshipping you from afar, living with my silent love. I'm like a flame dying out in the rain, only the ashes remain, smoldering like my silent love. How I long to tell all the things I have planned. Still, it's wrong to tell. I do not understand. You go along, never dreaming I care. Loving somebody somewhere. Leaving me my silent love.
Betty. You have booped your last boop.
This isn't my betting. Oh, betting, damn it.
Damn it. That's right. Well, for once, no, that ain't it. Damn. Cloverdale?
That's
all right.
Well, the whole thing ties up.
The whole thing hooks up. Cloverdale, a girl who wins and loses the Lucky Legs contest. The local doctor's a friend. Surgical. Oh, Christ.
Hold it. Quit tapping telephone wires. Spend your time building up new rackets. So that when McLaren comes up for air, you find a dozen more
What the hell is this?
Who the hell's happy about getting a wife back, for Christ's sake?
Yeah, I'm lucky.
Lucky? Say, you want to be secretary to the year. Yeah, Chicago.
And remember, you may be only a big brother to me. Oh, God damn.
Who are they?
Did Kruger tell you?
No. So I think I'll keep one sitting right in the thing.
Say, Mr. Scott, I've never...
I got it. Okay.
If there's anything you want, say you meet. Thought you liked beer.
I do like beer. But out here you can go for walks and get that fine, cool air on your chest. And and go swimming in little pools and...
Holy Christ, now where am I?
I'm screwy about it. The green fields and fresh air.
Yeah, green fields.
But I'm preparing for law school.
Well, what of it? Did you ever hear of night school? Did you ever hear of boys working to help their mothers? A mother like yours, one of the finest women that ever bore a thoroughbred, and free no good son to bitch.
I'm a physician. I'm a surgeon, God damn it.
I tried to build a love of wall. God damn it, I'm sorry.
Roberts. I don't know. I'm awfully sorry. God damn it. It must be wonderful to be a newspaper man. Have such beautiful childlike... God damn it.
God damn it. Let me start right away again.
And I think if you might just, good Jesus Christ, what's the matter with that?
Oh, Jesus Christ. But don't jar the table. I'm terribly sensitive. And right into the goddamn...
Hold it.
1939, the Academy dinner. Everybody's here. Tall, bashful James Stewart and a lovely girl. The quite fabulous Mr. Charles Lawton with his distinguished wife, Elsa Lanchester. Did you ask for glamour, Mr. and Mrs. Audience? Well, Hedy Lamarr is here, but darn it, with her husband, Gene Markey. Everybody? You bet everybody. Scarlett O'Hara, her glorious self, Vivian Lee, escorted by producer David Selznick. Of course, I don't have to tell you that this is dear old May Robeson, one of the youngest of them all, or that this is one of the loveliest, Olivia de Havilland, escorted by John Hay Whitney. Naturally, the press is well and brilliantly represented. Famed Luella Parsons and her husband, Dr. Harry Martin. Hedda Hopper, actress columnist, beaming in her own gracious person, and with her, John Carroll. Comes Jack Warner, youngest of the Warner clan, and then the senior member of the film-famed brothers, Harry Warner. Look, Andy Hardy's sweetheart, Ann Rutherford, and not with Andy, scandal. Distinguished scion of distinguished father, Douglas Fairbanks, Jr. But here's Elsa Maxwell. Start the party, folks. Now everything's ready to go. But who's going to win? Vivian Lee and Laurence Olivier wonder with me. So do Mickey Rooney and MGM's E.J. Mannix. Gorgeous Hedy eyes that table crowded with my gleaming offspring. And with Judy Garland, Norma Shearer, and George Raft, anxiously awaits the Academy's momentous decision. Frank Capra is turning the gathering over to the incoming president, producer Walter Wanger.
And now let's get right to it. The awards of 1939.
The best direction of 1939, I asked Mervyn LeRoy to present me to Victor Fleming, the man who directed Gone with the Wind.
I cannot accept this without paying tribute to those really responsible for much of the picture's success. The crew behind the camera, to whom I am deeply grateful. Thanks.
Here's Fay Bainter to present the 2 awards for supporting performances. First to Thomas Mitchell for his brilliant portrayal in Stagecoach.
I didn't know I was quite that good.
I'm really especially happy that I'm chosen to present this particular plaque. It is with the knowledge that this entire nation will stand and salute the presentation of this plaque that I present the Academy Award for the best performance of an actress in supporting role during 1939 to Hattie McDaniel.
Spencer Tracy.
For the best performance by an actress, Robert Donat in Goodbye, Mr. Chips. Clark Gable, Gone with the Wind. Laurence Olivier in Wuthering Heights. Mickey Rooney in Babes in Arms. And James Stewart in Mr. Smith Goes to Washington. I feel sure that all of the nominees tonight and all of the Academy Award winners of past years join me in the great joy I feel in announcing this winner, Robert Donat.
For the finest interpretation of 1939 by an actress, 5 brilliant performances were nominated.
Betty Davis in Dark Victory. Irene Dunn in Love Affair. Greta Garbo in Ninotchka. Greer Garson in Goodbye, Mr. Chips. Vivian Lee in Gone with the Wind. Need I say it is a privilege and an honor to announce this winner, Miss Vivian Lee in Gone.
Ladies and gentlemen, please forgive me if my words are inadequate in thanking you for your very great kindness. If I were to mention all those who've shown me such wonderful generosity through Gone with the Wind, I should have to entertain you with an oration as long as Gone with the Wind itself. So, if I may, I should like to devote my thanks on this occasion to that composite figure of energy, courage, and very great kindness, in whom all points of Gone with the Wind meet, Mr. David Selznick.
Oh, Benny, get your feet back on the ground, will you please? These mind-reading stunts, they're all tricks. They're fakes.
Oh, no, they're not. It runs in the family. You know, months and months before my mama had a baby, the son of a bitch, it was me. And I can never understand it.
Oh, Benny, get your feet back on the ground, will you please? These mind-reading stunts, they're all tricks. They're fakes.
Oh, no, they're not. Take Mama, for instance. It runs in the goddamn family, so help me Christ. Please.
All right, go.
Ruby, there's something I want you to know. I like you an awful lot, but I'm already engaged to someone else. I'm supposed to marry the little bitch sooner or later.
What kind of a job, handsome?
Oh, I ain't really handsome. I'll bet I'm the only salesman around here you got, you bitch. I'll guarantee it.
Say, kids, don't you think it'd be a good idea if Marjorie gave us a few dives?
Yeah.
All right, how about it, Marjorie?
Sure thing, Mickey.
Kids, my first dive will be a full Soldier-Dutt, a half Old. Watch. I'd like to ask you a few questions.
Go ahead, Mickey.
Well, I have a lot of friends around out where I live out on the coast, and they'd like to come and visit the World's Fair, but I want to ask you if there's any place that they could stay other than the Park Avenue hotels.
Why, sure, Mickey. New York City's like every other town in this country, except that we can give you better accommodation and better food for less money. Now, they can come here, and, Judy, you have friends too, haven't you?
Yes, I have.
Now, you can tell the boys and girls, the high school students, that they can come to New York and get accommodations, safe, sanitary, cheerful, inspected rooms, all the way from 50, 75 cents a night. And if they come in groups, we can give it to them as cheap as 50 cents a night.
Oh, Mr. Mayor, that looks like we're going to move in.
You bet your life. You move in, you tell the kids, and hey, what do you think of this fair? Isn't it great?
It's really wonderful.
Isn't it fine?
Once upon a time when I was very young and first worked in pictures, I used to get awful worried about all the troubles. I wish all the bad things in the world could turn out to be just pretending. But this is happening. It's not a make-believe flood. And these people are really and truly getting hurt. And this is honest-to-goodness trouble. But my mommy told me about some people who help. The American Red Cross. I'm all dressed up like one of them. Whenever there's trouble, they're right there to help people. And they give them clothes to wear. And they feed them. And doctors to make them well. And places to live. It costs a whole $1 to join. And that's an awful lot of money. But won't you please try hard to find that much? So as you can help?
All ready to go. Mr. DeMille.
What's that girl doing over there with a 1935 headdress? You know, this isn't a fantasy. This is history. We spend thousands and thousands of dollars on research. We comb the museums of the world. We scour every library there is to get accurate and authentic detail. And they give me a girl that looks as though she'd just walked out of a beauty salon. Assistant director, one of your men, Tate, McDonald. Yes, sir. What's the idea of having a girl come on a set like that without a wig?
The hair won't show, sir.
Have you got a lot of people? You've got you people. Ready now? Right. Come on, come up to it now.
Speed 957.
Places, everybody. This is a take.
Where is that?
Right. Camera. All right, cut. How is it?
Everything's okay.
Tate?
Yes, sir.
I want to set up now on the reverse angle of this same scene. Trucking shot.
Okay, sir.
Here's the play. Yeah, Emily, give me the script. Now. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, you're the girl with the wig. Yeah. Haven't been in pictures very long, have you?
It seems long, Mr. DeMille. Almost a year.
Oh. What's the number of that next scene?
342.
What's your name?
Suzanne Emery.
Expect to see it in electric lights, I suppose.
I did once.
Discouraged?
Sometimes. But maybe I'll get a break someday.
Maybe you will. Well, boy, get me a chair. I can't stand up all day. My heels get tired. As a director, I should tell you that you haven't got one chance in 10,000. But when your chance comes, if it comes, be sure you're ready for it. That means work. That means there's a lot to learn. The whole
technique of the screen is a very, very difficult art to acquire. It isn't just coming on and looking beautiful and being a tomato-mouth blonde. It's learning a great art and how to express that fire within. You see that you're ready when your chance comes. Good night. What do we do tomorrow?
Pilgrims entering the Holy City.
Oh, that's a great scene. That's the scene that calls for truth. Successful entry of the crusade into the Holy City. I need some faces there that show souls through their eyes. That show deep feeling, true belief. Here I seem true. I believe I could use that smile of yours. What's your name?
Susanna.
I might be able to put you in that. Anyway, make a note of this girl for me tomorrow.
All right,
You might even use it for a close-up.
My gentle buck. Can I start that again? My gentle buck, take that transformed scalp from off the head of that...
Start again.
My gentle buck. My gentle buck, take this transformed scalp from off the head of this Sweeney.
Cut it out, kiddo. You'll really get hurt.
It's a fine thing you're hitting little boy half your size. I'll warm your ugly ears for you.
Okay. Jesus Christ.
Very glad to do anything I can.
You great men are all so hard.
Oh, I have to be hard.
Yes, I suppose you do.
Look at the water coming in the lake. Look at the water coming in the bottom of the... Whoa, I stink a mile a minute. Cut quick. She'll go against you. She'll sacrifice herself to sacrifice somebody to...
All right. Miss Nightingale, you can't stay here in this freezing cold.
This won't kill me. If anything kills me, it will be my anger against...
Stop over there. Okay. Quiet. Quiet. No. Over there. Let's go.
But now for the whole AEF, for the Army nurses and Red Cross girls, civilian workers on the fighting fronts, and for the 512 gang who signed themselves Squarehead Bakowski, Cyclops Sink, Body Meeks, Stuka Martin, Incendiary Stasi Wahi, and Sad Sack Jack. Here's one of your all-time sweethearts, another command performance for that lovely sweater girl, Judy Garland.
Thanks, Bob. Hiya, fellas. Sweater girls. Bob, why are men so crazy about sweater girls?
I don't know, Judy. That's one mystery I'd like to unravel.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is George Fisher speaking to you from the inside lobby of the Pantages Theater and saying welcome to what is perhaps going to be the greatest event in motion pictures. At least I think it's going to be the greatest night in the history of motion pictures, for it is the premiere of A Star is Born. I think the most looked forward to motion picture in this year of 1954. A Star is Born, of course, stars wonderful Judy Garland, James Mason, Jack Carson, Charles Bickford, Tommy Noonan, lovely little Lucy Marlowe. And as you can tell from that camera, there are just thousands and thousands of people here at this fantastic opening at the Pantages Theater. Now, if you can look around, you'll see, I think, more people than I have ever seen at any premiere in Hollywood, and I would like to tell you that this is my 100th premiere. Ladies and gentlemen, the last time that Gloria Grahame, who is now Mrs. Cy Howard, was in this theater was the Academy Award, the night of an award, I think, or almost the last time. Gloria Grahame, Cy, nice to see you.
Nice to see you, Johnny. Thank you. You going to stay with us?
I'll stay with you. This is almost as big an opening of The Star is Born as it was at the Academy, don't you think?
could be a little bigger.
A little less nervous, though.
A little less nervous.
little less
Wonderful.
nervous.
No, it's a wonderful night.
Thank you so much for coming up.
Thank
you
you,
notice I'm
Johnny.
rushing everybody because there's so many wonderful
That's
stars
right.
like you. That's all right. Thank you.
Good
Thank
night,
you.
Johnny.
It's nice
Thank
meeting you. Coming up now, a very dear friend of mine.
George.
One that you all know. A fellow who has made a great, great success in Rear Window, Raymond Burr, but also a great success with the trips to Korea. So, Raymond, let me say
All right,
welcome.
Frank.
Did you bring Evelyn up?
Yes, Evelyn
And
Russell's
introduce
here.
this boy who's just returned
Evelyn?
from Korea.
Come over here, will you?
Evelyn Russell, ladies
Hi,
and gentlemen.
George. How are
Would
you?
you introduce your friend here to our TV audience?
Yes, this is Frank Biddy, a boy that's with us tonight.
Look into the
Right
camera.
back from Korea.
Dean Martin. Mr. and Mrs. Dean Martin.
I think everybody's here. And this is
Yeah.
a great picture. We're not supposed to say, but we saw this picture. And we're coming right back to see it again.
How do you like Judy?
Oh, she's great. She's got to win everything.
You know, you gotta let me put in a plug. You notice that I'm in the picture. I'm doing the same thing in the picture that I'm doing here tonight. Open it up.
That's
Pretty
right.
good acting.
Yeah.
Wonderful.
Thank you.
Wonderful act.
Thanks so much.
Shoot out this way.
Right.
Go on.
Yes.
Here's the beautiful Shelley Winters.
Oh, and this is the beautiful Shelley Winters.
Hello, and thank you.
Shelley, you look better than I've ever seen you looking. I
Well,
mean,
thank you. I'm very, very happy tonight for Judy. It's a great, great occasion.
isn't that wonderful? How's the family, darling?
Oh, just wonderful. My baby's watching. Hello, darling. How are you?
You can say hello to your baby anytime. Shelley, wonderful seeing you here.
Jack.
And yes, Jack, good to see you. Hello, Lauren. How are you?
I'm wonderful, thank you.
And this is Lauren Bacall, ladies and gentlemen, as if I had to tell you. You look just wonderful, darling.
Thank you very much.
I know you've
Thank
enjoyed the picture tonight.
Oh,
too,
I
Lauren.
know I will.
Thank you, darling, so much for coming up and chatting with us.
Janet Lee and...
Janet Lee.
Hello, how are you?
And where's the better half?
Right
Tone,
here.
good to see you. Pardon me, dear. You go right
I
ahead.
was going to say, I don't know whether I like that or not, the better half.
The better half, well, I think a man always says the better half. If there was a girl up here, she'd call you the better half. So you don't object, do you?
No, that's all right.
It's certainly nice seeing you, Janet
Thank
and Tony.
you.
Hate to rush you through, but we have so many people
We
that
know.
we're going to get to. And the very beautiful Sue Carroll and Mr. Alan Ladd. Sue, how are you, darling? Hello, Alan.
How are you?
Good to see you. Real good to see you. You folks got here just in time. You know, the curtain's going up in just a few moments on the picture.
We've got the tickets. We'll get right in.
Did we show the folks what the tickets look like? These are your tickets for A Star Is Born, right?
They're very pretty, aren't they?
They certainly are. Sue,
Okay.
Lucille Ball and Desi Arnaz standing off stage,
Okay.
just back from Del Mar. And here she is, the world's greatest handicapper.
Hi,
Lucille.
Larry.
Hi, darling. Hi,
Hi,
Desi.
Larry. Glad to see you.
Good to see you. Well, it certainly is a night of nights here, isn't it, Desi?
Yes, sure.
It's the greatest.
It's the greatest.
It's the greatest.
We're so excited about
Judy and James and George Cukor and everybody else in this picture are going to take all of the
Academy Awards.
Academy Awards that they have.
I think you're right.
I'm sure of it.
I think you're right.
I'm sure.
wait to see it.
Edward G. Robinson, ladies and gentlemen. And
This is Miss Anderson, who's
Miss
just making
Anderson.
her debut in pictures.
Well, how nice.
The one we're doing now called, well, of course it would be called Dead Pigeon, you know, the kind of my pictures have.
Well, I want you to know that it's a real pleasure to see you, and I know our audience, a fast one on TV, by the way, Eddie, is
Yeah.
delighted to see you because an old Warner man like you would wish a great deal of success
Well,
to Judy
thank you,
Garland.
George, yes. Thank
you
you.
so much.
Nice to
so
see
nice
you.
to meet you. I have a great thrill here now for you all. One of the stars of the picture of A Star Is Born, Mr. Jack Carson, who is a great MC, and he's going to present a little later on Georgie Jessel and Judy for you. Jack, would you take over? It's real
George,
exciting.
thank you very much. It's a great thrill to be here. This is, I would say without fear of contradiction, one of the finest pictures I've ever been in, and I've never been associated with anything of the stature of this nature. So it's a very thrilling evening. It's one of the biggest premieres we've ever had in Hollywood, and I certainly am thrilled to the bottom of my feet to be a part of it. I might say I'm a little nervous, too. But who have we next? We're going to try to get everybody on here as fast as we can and get them off. Donald Crisp, would you like to say a few words? It's awfully nice to have you with us.
Thank you very much, Jack. And I'm very glad to see you.
Well, it's awfully nice to see you
my best.
again. I
Great pleasure.
haven't seen you since Bright Leaf, but have
No
a good
problem.
time and enjoy the picture.
Thank you
you
so
very
much.
much, sir. Who is it? How do you do? Awfully good to see you. How do you do, sir? Good to see you. And we're certainly glad to have you at this premiere. This is the biggest thing I've ever seen. I'm a little nervous, so I just want to thank you for coming in, and I hope you enjoy the picture very much. Thank you. It's nice to see you. So long. Lee, how are you?
Fine, Jack.
Lee Liberace.
Jack, my mother, and my very good friend from Chicago and St. John.
Won't you stand there? Awfully nice to see you. It's nice to have some fellow Milwaukeeans here, you know?
Certainly is.
Born in Milwaukee.
You were? Well, we're all very happy. I wasn't born there, but I lived most of my life there. In fact, this is where we knew each other to
That's
start
right,
with.
Jack. It's a great thrill to be here and see Judy back in films again.
Well, wait till you see. I only saw part of the picture, but she is, without a doubt, one of the real great talents of our time. It's awfully nice to have all three.
Well, bye-bye.
Yes, sir. Dennis, it's nice to have you with us.
Thank you very much.
I'm doing a
No.
serious
Are you
role
in
in it, yes.
Oh, are you? No, I didn't know that. I'm a fan of the star.
Judy Garland,
Judy
yes.
Garland.
Well, James Mason's pretty good at it, so is Charlie Bickford.
Yeah, that's good.
Dennis, awfully nice to have you with us. Thanks for coming down.
Jack,
Yes.
it's Debbie Reynolds and Joy Foreman. Debbie?
Hello, Debbie. How are you?
Fine,
Awfully good to see you. Awfully nice to have you with us.
Joey Foreman?
Well, I do it too now. It's
You're
not
really working here tonight, aren't you?
Well, we're trying to get everybody on that we can because I've never seen such a tremendous crowd. And
I've never been so excited in my whole life. Look at all those people.
isn't this something? This is just a tremendous thing. You'd think that Lindbergh had just got back from flying Atlantic or something.
Sweating pretty good, too.
Well, it works out that way, but it's awful nice to have you with us, and I do hope you enjoy the picture.
Thank you very much.
Kim Novak, how are you? Good to see you. It's nice to have you here with us, and I...
Certainly is exciting.
Well, isn't it? I'm so nervous. I'm right on the edge of my toes, but it's certainly great to have you here, and I hope you enjoy the picture, Kim. Incidentally, you're very good on our picture over Columbia.
Oh, thanks.
Yes. The one and only Sophie Tucker. Hello, Sophie. How are you? Awfully nice to have you here with us.
Very much. Thank you very much. Where are we going to stay around here?
Well, you just... you see? You don't have to say anything. Just walk in, that's all.
I'm happy to be here, and I just know that with Judy, it's a premiere and a great opening at all times.
Well, I think you're so right. It's awfully nice to have you with us.
Thank you very much.
Hello, Doris. How are you, honey? Good to see you. It's awfully nice to have you. Marty, how are you? Good to see you. It's nice to have you here.
Bye.
Good to see you, Marty. Hello, how are you? Nice to have you with us. There's our television camera over there. We hope you enjoy the picture.
Oh, this is the most exciting premiere I've ever been to.
Well, it certainly is exciting for me, I'll tell you that.
You know one thing, Jack, about this picture, I think it's going to live up to its event publicity. I thought people were rushed it, and it was just wonderful.
Well, I didn't, but it's, I just hope it's as good as everybody says it is, because that'll be one of the best pictures of all time.
After tonight, I think it will also be A Star is Reborn, don't you think so?
Well, I'm going to give him one because I think he deserves it. He is going to introduce the star of our show, the star of the picture tonight, the one and only, the Toastmaster General of the United States, Mr. George Jessel. George?
Jack, I must tell the people that I have already seen the picture, and that you're just great in it. Just great.
I thank you very much.
And I think that I ought to tell the folks that it was I who named Judy Garland, Judy Garland.
Is that?
Not that it would have made any difference. You couldn't have hid that great talent if you'd called her Tel Aviv Windowsill, you know? But her name when I first met her was Frances Gum, and it wasn't the kind of a name that's so sensitive a great actress like that should have.
That was her name was that when I first met her. I met her when she was 9 years old. I worked in a bill with her, you know.
That's so.
Yes,
and
sir.
so we called her Judy Garland, and I think she's a combination of Helen Hayes and Al Jolson and maybe Jenny Lind and Sarah Bernhardt. That's about all I
all the
can
great
say.
talent rolled
And look
into
who's
one.
coming here. This is an opportunity I've always wanted. This is the most glamorous lady that the American screen has ever known, Miss Joan Crawford. Joan? I've written that, too, by the way.
You know something?
What?
May I just say one thing?
Please, anything you want.
Christmas came early this year with
Oh,
Helen Hayes and Judy Garland.
Isn't that a wonderful thing to say?
That's a nice feat. Why didn't I think of it?
Jack, oh,
Yes.
well, you just got it.
Wonderful to have you.
And now, Jack, this is the great talent of our generation, Miss Judy Garland, and her husband and producer, Mr. Sid Love, and the boss of all Warnerdom, Jack Warner.
Hello, Archie. Excuse me.
Jack, how are you?
Jack, glad to
Hello,
see you.
Sid.
In a few moments, they're going to see one of the greatest motion pictures ever made, with, I think, one of the great performances of all time given by yourself.
George, we've been together on many, many wonderful occasions, but I really think that this is the most wonderful. For me, it's most thrilling. I hope the picture is that good.
Well, it's a long jump from little Frances Gum at the Oriental Theater to Judy Garland, the most beloved singer of songs and finest young actress in America.
My darling husband.
I know your darling husband.
He did the whole thing.
And I envy your darling husband. You got it? You got all you want? Well, they never have all they want.
You're still on TV,
Well,
you know.
I think the folks ought to know, Jack, you've had this before, but nothing like this.
Now, this,
I've been out in Hollywood all my life. I've never seen such splendor at any opening.
This is really the greatest opening in the history of my, say, 40 or 50 years in show business.
Well, we're still on a television camera here. They
Yes,
get
you
by
are.
taking all these pictures down here, so...
I've never seen any such a night in Hollywood since I've been here. You know, I was telling the people, Judy.
George, just sign it off.
Get on here. Sid Luft, the producer of the picture. I'll take up for my deed.
I'm just very proud to be a very small part of it, and thank you.
Small part.
Small part.
Yeah. And I'm very proud of you, darling, my wife.
So many actions going on outside. Jack,
George,
thank you
I gotta
for
go
great help.
on the radio show.
Thanks
so
very much.
Nice to be with you, and I'll see you inside,
You
okay?
did quite a job. I hope you've enjoyed the proceedings. Thank you very much. Now let's go Hollywood.
Happy and healthy. Sometimes I wonder if we really appreciate how very fortunate we are, how truly blessed for the joy of these precious moments, for that greatest of all gifts, our children's happiness and health. For there are other mothers who no longer know such moments of peace and happiness, who may never know it again. You can save a life, a child's life. And thank God tonight that child is not your own. You can help by giving to the Jimmy Fund. The Jimmy Fund, Boston, Massachusetts. In a few moments, members of the theater staff will pass among you. Please give as generously as you can. Please.
God damn it, you can give this to Sadie Fryer, will you? I can't do this.
Coming?
Listen,
I have half a mind. Yeah, don't do that again. You have half a mind, all right.
I get goose scared.
Smoke, old boy. Looks like our luck still holds. I can't raise my ass off the ground.
It's a lovely day, isn't it?
Yep.
I think I need a little help there.
Yes. Looks like you've been on a shopping spree.
Yeah, I have. Got the rest of them there?
Here you are.
There's your money. Whoop. Whoa, whoa. Where's the color
Here's your cheese. That's right.
Whoa.
Get him. Damn it. There it goes.
But you don't know.
Well, Smoke, old boy, looks like our luck still holds. I still can't raise my ass off the ground.
I'm Wyoming Steve Gibson. It's a lie. I'm Wyoming Steve Gibson.
Good morning, everyone. I hope I'm going to be able to help you all with any problems you might have by showing you exactly how I go about my daily skin care myself. First, I use my cleansing cream. Before starting anything, one should start out with a clean slate, as it were. I like my particular brand of cleansing cream because for my temperamental skin, it is neither too oily or too dry. And above all, it doesn't grow fuzz.
Miss Bennett, it's 7:35, you know. Your bath is ready.
Thank you, Mary. I'm coming. Now I apply my stimulant cream. Just for a few minutes, because it only starts stimulation. Remember I said stimulation is the basis of my skin treatment? Just like brushing your teeth is stimulation for your gums, makes your gums healthy, and brushing your hair is stimulation for your scalp and makes your hair strong and healthy, and oh, I could go on for hours. There. Now I'm almost ready for my mask. Just take it off a little bit and then I apply my complexion mask. Just a thin, thin layer is necessary, but it really starts deep circulation. All ready, Miss Bennett? All right, Mary, I'll be with you in just a minute. Though it's only necessary for you to leave your mask on for as long as it takes to take a bath, some girls wait until evening to take a bath. So, those girls could leave their masks on while they're preparing breakfast, or even while they're drinking their morning coffee. Just between us, I've done that very thing when I've tried to steal a few more minutes of sleep in the morning.
But, Miss Bennett, it's 7:45.
Oh, all right. She's like an alarm clock, isn't she? And remember that to be beautiful and natural is the birthright of every woman.
Come on, Mommy, I'm waiting to have breakfast with you.
My lord and master's voice, I must go. So now, goodbye, and I wish you all loads and loads of loveliness and good luck.
I look like a squirrel. Who am I? I have no idea, but you'll feel a lot better if you just use some baby powder.
If it's going to be one of those days when you need to keep a little cooler, a little drier, and a lot more comfortable, use pure baby powder.
Oh, my baby powder. Oh, boy, do I need that.
That's a home joke. Ladies and gentlemen, now for another special award. To present that award, a very special young lady who came to Hollywood by way of UCLA. I'm sure she is easily recognized, at least here in her own community, although she could very easily travel anonymously just any place, Miss Jane Mansfield.
Down to business. Special award in recognition of his superb artistry, the beloved Peppy. He may be here, or he may not. In case he's not, we will be prepared to sort of stage other capabilities. Canteen flowers.
Canteen flowers is trying to fly here from Tokyo, where his picture Pepe premiered last night, but Mickey Rooney is going to accept.
Who wants to be tall? All kidding aside, Jane, may I say, Mr. President, And I'm standing in a hole now. Mr. President and ladies and gentlemen of the Foreign Press Association, without all kidding aside, may I say I'm a very poor substitute for the great Cantinflas. And I'm sure were he here tonight. What was I saying? But ladies and gentlemen, all kidding aside, I'm sure that the great Cantinflas, were he here this evening, in all dignity and repose, would be very greatly honored as I am through Columbia Pictures, to receive this great award for one of the greatest comics of our time, Cantinflas. Thanks so much in his behalf, and Columbia Pictures. Thank you, James.
Now, if you people entertain yourselves, I'll have everything straightened out in a very short time. Well, I'm going to be helpful. I insist on helping. Nothing to do, but you can watch if you like. All right.
Let's go sit in the front room.
You watch me and see how easy it is. Certainly is a wonderful time and labor saver. It washes, rinses, and polishes the dishes and silverware. 80 dishes at a time. It's automatic and self-cleaning, too. I guess I better scrape these. They have eggs on them. Oh, no, you needn't bother. Dishwasher takes care of that. Well, I'll have to see that with my own eyes. Well, you wait a minute and I'll give you the truth. But you can't wash the pots and pans too, can you? Surely. The controlled heat of the automatic range never burns the food in the pan, so the outside is as clean as a dish. Well, it certainly is a marvelous time saver. Yes, isn't it? If I had to wash dishes 3 times a day for a year, let's see, it would take me 48-hour working days to accomplish it. Heavens. What a lovely clock. Oh, no, that's the doorbell. That's General Electric, too. It has lovely tone, doesn't startle us with a baby. How nice.
Somebody in for a licking?
You bet. Wait a smear.
Yeah, but 10 against 1. That's not very fair.
Ah, come on. Come on.
What's it all about?
Their business.
Scared to tell me?
No, I'm not as scared. I'll fight you even.
And if I can help it, I just want to know why the gang war.
We don't like him. We don't want him in our neighborhood or going to our school. I've been living here as long as you.
What's he got, smallpox or something?
We don't like his religion.
His religion?
Look, mister, he's a dirt...
Now, hold on. I see what you mean. You must be a bunch of those Nazi werewolves I've been reading about.
Mister, are you screwy?
Not me. I'm an American.
Well, what do you think we are?
Nazis?
Don't call me a Nazi. My father's a sergeant in the army. He's been wounded even.
Wounded, huh? Say, I bet he got some of that blood plasma. Son, anybody in your family ever go to the blood bank?
Sure, my mother and my father both.
Uh-huh. You know what? I bet you maybe his pop's blood helped save your dad's life. That's bad.
What's bad about it?
Well, don't you see? Your father doesn't go to the same church as his father does. That's awful. Do you think maybe if your father knew about it in time, he would rather have died than to take blood from a man of another religion? Would you have wanted him to die? Would your mom want him to die?
No.
Look, fellas, religion makes no difference. Except maybe to a Nazi or somebody as stupid
My dad came from Italy, but I'm an American. Should I hate your father because he came from Ireland or France or Russia? Wouldn't I be a first-class fathead? You guys remember Pearl Harbor? Why, the Japs socked us so it looked like we could never do anything about it. But a couple of days later, something very important happened. Close your eyes and let me tell you about it. Go on, close your eyes. All of you, I want you to imagine it. There was a Jap battleship, the Haruna, and one of our planes spotted it. Do you know what it takes to bomb a battleship? It takes guts and know-how and teamwork. And our boys sure needed plenty of it because that Jap was throwing up enough flak to get out and walk home on. But the pilot had only one thing on his mind, to get over that ship. And he did. And then the bombardier pushed a button and a 500-pound tomato smacked that Jap right in the middle. Yep, they sank it. And every American threw his head back and felt much better. The pilot of that ship was named Colin Kelly, an American and a Presbyterian. And you know who dropped the bombs? Meyer Levin, an American and a Jew. Do you think maybe they should have called the bombing off because they had different religions? Think about that, fellas. Use your good American heads. Don't let anybody make suckers out of you. Well, gotta go to work.
What do you work?
I sing.
Ah, you're a kid.
Come here. Now you all stand here, and no hissing allowed.
What is America to me? A name, a map, or a flag I see? A certain word, democracy. What is America to me? A house I live in, a plot of earth, a street, the grocer and the butcher, and the people that I meet, the children in the playground, the faces that I see, all races and religions, that's America to me. The things I see about me, the big things and the small, the little corner newsstand and the house a mile tall, the wedding and the churchyard, the laughter and the tears, the dream that's been a-growing for 150 years. The town I live in, the street, the house, the room, pavement of the city, or a garden all in bloom, the church, the school, the clubhouse, the million lights I see, but especially the people. That's America.
So long, men.
Son of a gun.
Uncle Claudius! Uncle Claudius! What would she do that?
no one else seems eager to show his eloquence, I will inform you the conditions upon which I will accept your support. I'm sorry I've gone.
My Lord Sentius, I did not know you could also stutter. I thought your talents were confined to neighing like a horse. Is there anyone else who wishes to call attention to my misfortunes? That's the broadest East End cockney I've ever heard in my life.
Not only are you a stuffed and puffed up...
Not only are you a profiteer, but...
Not only are you a profiteer, but since we're dealing in personalities, you're a stuffed and puffed up glutton. You'd sell your soul for the tail end of an anchovy.
Give me that packing, please.
Have you ever had this tooth pulled before?
No!
This won't hurt you much.
Get your foot out. Get it out. Tear this coat. Thank you. Hand me that 404 circular buzz saw, will you? Dropping. Is that a 404 conical you give me? Here's old Phineas. Didn't hurt, did it? Oh. I know it wouldn't hurt you.
Oh, would you like a drink?
What is it?
Water.
No, thanks.
What's the matter?
Earthquake.
Wow.
Earthquake. Take your time, folks. Don't everybody walk easy. It's all right.
I don't care anything about your account.
Oh, sit down and talk to me. I like to talk in the morning when your head is clear, particularly when you've been someplace, some Christ knows when, some other night, Christ in the middle of it. I suppose it will. I never thought of that. You don't know how nice it is having some intelligent person in auto. Nah!
Ah, God.
Oh. I don't like that shit.
First part was quiet.
Yes, I know it was, but I stunk up the... Not only does it make me have something to think of, I got that far. Holy Jesus Christ.
Oh, well, what? Christ, where am I? But something could be done that might make it possible for these fellas in the wintertime to have a better break than I have living down here in these goddamn...
Hello, Godfrey.
You can put the gloves in, but nuts, son of a bitch.
Come on, quick.
You give him bang up, damn it. God damn it, I know there's going to be a bit. You son of a bitch.
Cut.
Yes, indeed, ladies, but the little white pill is a golf ball. Look at that drive, all of 200 yards. The platinum-haired screen siren swings a mean golf club and a mean hip, if you get what I mean. And now she's going to putt. What's the ball? I said, what's the ball? You must agree that Miss Harlow shows good form.
This is Bill Henry, folks, broadcasting the Mae West premiere from the Chinese Theater in Hollywood, California. It's a great sight. The crowd is tremendous. The clicking you hear, folks, is from the telegraph keys in the press box, where the newspaper correspondents are describing to the world the brilliant spectacle presented here before us. And now listen to Harold Grayson and his band playing the song hit from Mae West's latest picture. The stars are arriving so rapidly we can scarcely keep track of them. And here's something that'll hit you right between the eyes. Jack Dempsey, Walter Houston, and Max Baer. Loretta Young, escorted by Russ Colombo. Charlie Chaplin has just arrived with Paulette Goddard, chaperoned by Jackie Cooper. And now the huge crowd is awed as the star of stars makes her appearance. Every feminine eye follows her dazzling gown. Every masculine eye, oh well, must we go into that?
Hello, folks. I wish you were up here at Mr. Gorman's beautiful theater to see the grand opening of premiere of my new picture, I'm No Angel. Of course, I didn't call it I'm No Angel for nothing. Don't forget, come up and see me sometime.
This is the first car I ever owned. I call her Cynthia. She's going to have the best care a car ever had. Put Royal Triton in Cynthia's little tummy.
Right, lady.
Cynthia will just love that Royal Triton.
I can't.
And what did you come here for?
To tell you can't stay here. If those gorillas find you here, what happens to them? Nothing? They're just going to leave them alone? What's the matter with you, Benny? You can't take such a chance.
You dumb broad. You stupid little...
What's the matter?
They followed you here, or did you bring them with you? I ought to...
Go ahead. It won't be the first time I've been worked over today. I'm getting used to it. Where are you going? Benny.
It is with great pleasure that I present this photoplay plaque to you, Miss Marilyn Monroe, in recognition of your sensational rise to stardom in 1952. On behalf of Photoplay magazine, my congratulations.
Thank you, Mr. Samus. It's a great thrill, and I'm very appreciative to everyone who's made this possible.
On behalf of Look magazine, I'd like to present to you the Look Achievement Award as the most outstanding feminine newcomer of 1952.
Thank you, Lauren. And my thanks to Look magazine.
But there's something about the way you ride that puts my heart in my mouth. I'm very sorry I burned myself.
You're right on from there, Jimmy.
No.
Oh.
I burned myself.
Cameron?
Oh, it's Judith. You look out, you'll break.
Okay.
Miss Judith.
Okay.
Still running. Is Cam, that's one,
I thought Cam Lucy was there starting. I'm sorry.
Oh.
Sorry, darling. Here we go.
You back.
Would you turn around? That's good. That's lovely. Here we go. Right there.
Sound take 833.
All right, Al. Excellent. Should we see the back? Please. Like, great. That's nice. Turn all the way around. Hold it for a still. Hold it around. What's the camera? Want to see some hair? Hairstyle? Let's see it. The other side? That's good. You want to see the other side? That's it. Great. All of you. Right. That's nice. Move in. Yeah. You want a wardrobe still?
Sound take 834.
All right, that's the cut. Thank you.
All right, save it.
That will mean that he'll be with us again. You'd like that, wouldn't you?
Oh, boy.
Yeah. Come on. Mother has a special Christmas breakfast all ready for you.
Come in.
6:30 in makeup, Miss Davis. 9 o'clock on the set.
All right, Maker, thank you.
Good night.
Ladies and gentlemen, I think what the mother said in that scene I played today was right. Any bond that you or I give as a present is much more than a gift. It's a Christmas blessing to those men who will be far away on this Christmas day, many under actual fire. It's a gift of appreciation from us to them for the incredible sacrifices they're making. A gift for their future and ours. Thank you.
You know, Mother wrote in the flyleaf to my dear little Gabrielle. That means, nuts.
Hold it. She saw him in... Again. Ready? All right.
Can't take any chances now.
Chances? What's all the emergency about?
I just had a baby in the ladies' room.
Help me, dear God, help me. I'm caught on his body.
Kind of a bitch.
Only the last one, God damn it. What?
Hiya, Gabe. We asked Jimmy over today because he's a racing man himself. A real one, not a crazy one. Incidentally, I think I should explain that Jimmy just stepped over from the set of Giant. And need I add, he plays a Texan. Speaking of racing, have you ever been in a drag race? Are you kidding me? I just thought I'd ask. No, Jim races in the tradition, you might say. Real racing cars, real tracks.
How fast will your car go?
Oh, an honest miles an hour. Clocked. It run about 106, 7.
You've won a few races, haven't you?
Oh, one or two.
Where?
Well, I was showed pretty good at Palm Springs. I ran at Bakersfield.
Jimmy, we probably have a great many young people watching our show tonight, and for their benefit, I'd like your opinion about fast driving on the highway. Do you think it's a good idea?
A good point. I used to fly around quite a bit. You know, I took a lot of unnecessary chances on the highways. And I started racing, and now I drive on the highways, and I'm extra cautious. Because no one knows what they're doing. Half the time, you don't know what this guy's going to do with that one. On a track, there are a lot of men who spend a lot of time developing rules and ways of safety. And I find myself being very cautious on the highway. I don't have the urge to speed on the highway. People say racing is dangerous, but I'll take my chances on the track any day than on a highway. Well, Gig, I think I'd better take off.
Oh, wait a minute, Jimmy. One more question. Do you have any special advice for the young people who drive?
Take it easy driving. Life, you might say, might be mine.
And I like a diamond change, too.
Are you saving them, Mickey?
Mm-hmm. I'm going to give mine to President Roosevelt.
President? Why, Mickey?
Yes, you see, Judy, I've got my envelope made out right here. It's all ready to go. See for yourself.
Oh, I know. That's a March of Dimes, the Infantile Paralysis Fund.
That's right. And, Judy, when I spend a dime on myself for some little luxury like this, I always think about those unfortunate kids and how far just a dime will go toward helping.
Gee, Mickey, we don't know how lucky we are and how much we have to be thankful for with our health and our happiness.
Judy, and that's why we should do all that we can to help all of those who can't help themselves.
I know. Can I put a dime in your envelope?
Oh, you know that you can. And that's what every good American should do. Join the March of Dimes. Send yours to President Franklin Roosevelt in the White House.
Washington, D.C.
Come on, Stacy, make a statement. You haven't got a chance.
Why, you dirty...
Say, just a minute. This is supposed to be my dance. What are you doing here?
Oh, son of a gun. You thought I was going to say, son of a bitch, didn't you?